Imagine a world where wars are not fought with guns and bombs, but with lines of code. A world where the battlefield is not a physical location, but an intangible, invisible space. A world where the warriors are not soldiers, but programmers and hackers. Their weapons, not bullets, but bits and bytes. This is not a dystopian future, or a science fiction novel. This is the reality of the 21st century. Welcome to the dark side of cyberspace. In this new battlefield, one weapon has stood out from the rest, making headlines around the globe. Its name, Stuxnet, a name that might not mean much to most, but in the realm of cyber warfare, it sends shivers down the spine. Stuxnet is not any ordinary malware. It's a sophisticated, state-sponsored cyber weapon engineered with precision and deployed with a specific target in mind. It's a ghost in the machine, a silent assassin, capable of crippling infrastructure and bringing nations to their knees without firing a single bullet. But how does it work? How can a piece of code wreak such havoc? The answer lies in its design. Stuxnet is not just a virus, it's a worm. It doesn't just infect a computer, it burrows deep into its system, replicating itself, spreading silently, and altering the very fabric of its host. And it doesn't stop there. Once it has infiltrated its host, Stuxnet begins its true mission. It starts changing the rules, rewriting the software, and manipulating the machinery to do its bidding. It's like a puppet master pulling the strings, controlling its victim without them even knowing. But who is behind Stuxnet? Who has the knowledge, the resources, and the motivation to create such a weapon? The answer to that question is a mystery, shrouded in secrecy and intrigue. Welcome to the world of Stuxnet, the first cyber weapon. A world where the line between the digital and the physical blurs, where the stakes are high and the consequences are all too real. Welcome to the new era of warfare. In 2010, a seemingly normal day at an Iranian nuclear facility turned into an episode of chaos, all thanks to Stuxnet. Imagine this, a state-of-the-art nuclear facility humming along as thousands of centrifuges spin at mind-boggling speeds, separating uranium isotopes. Suddenly, without warning, centrifuges start to spin out of control. Alarms blare, panic ensues, but no one can pinpoint what's going wrong. The culprit, a ghost in the machine, an unseen actor causing physical havoc from within the digital realm. Its name, Stuxnet. This wasn't a typical cyber attack. There were no ransom demands, no stolen data, no visible signs of intrusion. Instead, Stuxnet manipulated the nuclear facility's operating system, subtly altering the speed of the centrifuges. It was a silent saboteur, a phantom presence that could wreak havoc without revealing its existence. Stuxnet was designed to be invisible, to blend in with the regular data traffic of the facility's computer systems. It was the perfect spy, hiding in plain sight, watching, waiting, and when the time was right, striking with precision. The centrifuges were driven to self-destruction, spinning faster and faster until they couldn't take it anymore. All the while, the facility's monitoring system showed everything as normal, a digital mirage crafted by the ghost in the machine. Here's the chilling part. Stuxnet wasn't just a clever piece of code. It was a weapon, a digital missile fired at the heart of a nuclear program. It was a calculated, targeted strike, the first of its kind, marking a new era in warfare. This was no longer about soldiers on a battlefield. This was about lines of code in a computer silently battling in the shadows of cyberspace. Stuxnet was a wake-up call to the world, a demonstration of how devastating cyber warfare could be. It was a game changer, a new breed of weapon that could strike from anywhere at any time without firing a single physical shot. But the question remains, where did this ghost come from? To understand Stuxnet, we need to delve into its origins. Our story begins in the shadowy corners of the digital world, where whispers of its inception are as elusive as the code itself. Stuxnet's birth is shrouded in mystery, its parents unknown. However, rumors circulate of a clandestine operation, a joint venture between two of the world's most powerful nations, the United States and Israel. While no formal admission has been made, the intricate web of evidence hints strongly at their involvement. From the malware's specific target, Iran's uranium enrichment facilities, to the startling sophistication of its design, all signs suggest that Stuxnet was no ordinary cyber weapon, but a state-sponsored act of cyber warfare. Yet, the creation of Stuxnet was far from a simple task. It required an exceptional level of expertise, a deep understanding of both computer programming and industrial control systems. This was not the work of a lone wolf. but a team of highly skilled individuals, operating in the shadows, their identities unknown. Stuxnet was not merely a piece of code, it was a masterpiece of digital warfare, a symphony of zeros and ones, meticulously crafted to infiltrate, disrupt, and ultimately control its target. It was designed to be stealthy, creeping through systems undetected, leaving no trace of its presence. Its creators endowed it with the ability to learn, to adapt, to evolve, traits that made it all the more formidable. Its birth marked a new era in cyber warfare, the dawn of a digital arms race. The genie was out of the bottle, and the world was forced to confront the reality of this unseen threat. The creation of Stuxnet demonstrated that cyber weapons were no longer the stuff of science fiction, but a tangible, powerful tool in the arsenal of nations. The inception of Stuxnet was a game changer, a wake-up call to the world. It was the first weapon of its kind, but it would not be the last. The digital battleground was set, the rules of engagement were being rewritten, and the world was on the brink of a new kind of war. Little did anyone know, Stuxnet was just the beginning. Scene script to Stuxnet, once unleashed, had a far-reaching impact that went beyond its original target. Imagine a pebble tossed into a serene pond. The ripples spread, extending their reach far beyond the point of contact. Stuxnet was that pebble, and the world of technology was that pond. Stuxnet was not a silent assassin. Its deployment did not go unnoticed. It was loud, it was disruptive, and it left a ripple effect that extended far beyond its initial target, Iran's nuclear program. The cyberworm did not discriminate. It spread, infecting thousands of computers across the globe. Industrial systems in India, Indonesia, and even the United States were compromised. It was a cyber Pandora's box. Once opened, it couldn't be closed. The ripple effect of Stuxnet was felt across borders and industries, proving that in the digital age, no one is truly isolated. But the ripple effect of Stuxnet had consequences beyond the immediate technical damage. It brought about a seismic shift in our understanding of warfare. The battlefield was no longer limited to land, sea, and air. It had extended into the digital realm. Stuxnet was not just a sophisticated piece of malware. It was a harbinger of a new era of conflict, cyber warfare. The deployment of Stuxnet raised many questions. It blurred the lines of international law. Was it an act of war? If so, who was the attacker? Who was the defender? And what are the rules of engagement in this digital battlefield? These are questions that remain unanswered, creating a sense of uncertainty and fear. Stuxnet also set a precedent. It demonstrated that a cyber weapon could be used to cause real-world destruction. It opened the door for states and even non-state actors to consider cyber weapons as a part of their arsenal. The ripple effect of Stuxnet continues to shape the way nations think about security warfare and power in the digital age. Stuxnet was a wake-up call for the world, but are we ready for what's next? In the wake of Stuxnet, the world was forced to confront a new reality. A reality where warfare is not just fought on land, sea, or air, but in the invisible realm of cyberspace. The future of cyber warfare is both fascinating and unnerving, a shadowy battlefield where nations, organizations, and even individuals can wield immense power. In this era of digital warfare, the lines are blurred. There are no battlefields, no soldiers in uniform, and no clearly defined enemies. Attacks can come from anywhere, at any time, disrupting everything from our daily lives to national security. And unlike traditional warfare, the perpetrators can remain hidden, their identities shrouded in layers of encryption and anonymity. The potential risks and challenges posed by cyber warfare are immense. Critical infrastructure like power grids, water supplies, and transportation systems are all vulnerable to cyber attacks. In the wrong hands, the destructive power of a cyber weapon could be catastrophic, causing chaos and destruction on a scale we've yet to fully comprehend. But it's not all doom and gloom. This new frontier also presents opportunities for defense. Just as weaponry has evolved, so too have our defenses. We're developing more sophisticated cybersecurity measures, creating digital fortresses to protect our systems and data. International cooperation is increasing, with nations coming together to combat cyber threats. It's a global effort, a united front in the face of a common enemy. Yet, the road ahead is fraught with uncertainty. Cyber warfare is an ever-evolving threat, one that requires constant vigilance and adaptation. The only certainty is that the stakes are high and the potential for devastation is real. In the world of cyber warfare, Stuxnet was just the first shot fired. The question is, who will fire the next one? As we venture into this uncharted territory, we must remember that knowledge is our best defense. We must stay informed, stay vigilant, and work together to ensure a safer digital future for all.